What's good, y'all? It's your boy T Free, and we are back with a video. So today we're gonna talk about creative carousels that are working right now. This should have been out in February, but hey, it's all good. So the stuff that you're gonna see is from January through like mid-February. And the biggest things that I'm seeing right now in fashion branding is that AI is everywhere. And it's only really frowned upon when it's AI slop. So we'll talk about that today. Basic knowledge of like software and like design stuff is going to be pivotal because AI can do a lot of stuff for you, but you also have to have basic principles and knowledge of taste. And that's what's also gonna win. Creativity is finally being rewarded again. And we're definitely gonna go through that. As you see, it takes me so long to get these videos out because I am so busy. Like, I have so many other creative passions. Like, when I'm not doing this, I'm either working on my business, trying to get some content out. I also am pretty much a full-time sports performance coach. You can call me a personal trainer. So that's what I've been doing. I also am an assistant track coach. So like, when I'm not trying to get some content, it's like I'm out and really working. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. And comment question of the day. Would you sell your soul for $500 million?
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character.
Comment one thing that you are super grateful to be doing this week. All right, and we're gonna get straight into the video. All right, so we got creative carousels to build community. This is January going into February. This is just all the stuff I saw in January. This video is coming out like second week of February. So first carousel we got here, Alessandro. All right, so as you guys can see here, we're just getting more creative with this stuff. So the scope of Instagram that I'm seeing is they're rewarding you for being creative with the content now, which is good, right? So this is him. I'll have to do a tutorial on how we do this, but this is fire. Just adding in like little bitty elements and larger than life things. And clearly people are rocking with this because this was posted January 10th and has 41,000 likes. And this is a carousel. So clearly they know what they're doing in terms of like small little edits on your pics and stuff. But very small edits to do, but they pack a punch. So this is something that I really like, and you'll see me doing with my clothing brand also. Next, there was this. Hold on, let me get this real quick. Whew. Oh, brother. Oh, my goodness, brother. All right, I don't know if it's going to let me do this one right now. Might not let me do this one. It's fine. Anyways, this one right here. Okay, bruh. View the original. They don't want to see me be great today. I'm trying to show you guys some gems. The devil want to stop it. All right, no, this right here is tough. So you have your pieces on, right? And then it's just linking it to like, you know, little pieces of what's going on. Like clearly you guys see what's going on here. So like you got this line here that draws straight over and it's like, okay, what am I looking at? Closer look. It's just looping, panning around the person rather than it being a still. So you have elements of the shot being still, and then you have elements of it moving, which is a lot going on, but it's more work to do, but there's a better payoff in it rather than just a static shot. And then this here is super dope. Everything kind of like blinking, like getting highlighted one by one. Fire. Regular pick. Cloning is going to be big. Oh, I've always loved this feature right here, which if you clone with like, you know, flat lay and then you, yeah. I can show you guys how to do this one too. I've done this one before. I'll show you right here. I'll show you right here. I gotta see how I'm gonna edit this. And now, as you're seeing, there's gonna be a trend of people showing the shoe and then like leaning up against it in some type of way. So you could like do a full like fit, you know? Side by sides, Yeah, super dope. This was posted like end of January, as you can see, and got like 2.9K likes. I think that's pretty solid. And the last time I looked at bro's account, he was not at 16K followers. So he's growing. All right. Next. Now, this is going to get into stuff that's like, I'd say more on the how do I want to show up for my audience? How do I want to help my audience? So this one, 18 images that hit me like a train and opened my eyes forever. So this kind of depends on what niche your brand is or your personal brand. My personal brand, I want to empower creatives to create those things and fully step into their creative power. And if I were going to do something like this, I'd probably say something like 10 things I saw this week that boosted my creativity or that made me want to create more. So looking at these, it's just like a bunch of pictures, 1 hour at 900 degrees, 3 hours at 300. As you can see, this one gets burnt, this one's good. Some things burn when rushed, others become masterpieces with time. It's fire. So just like little things, you know, power of stepping away. And in the comments, people were kind of like upset because they were like, oh, this is AI, this is AI. Mainly they were upset that the images were AI and not like, I don't have a problem with this. The message is clear. The message makes sense. But there was images in here. I don't know which ones. I think it was this image, how like it just looks kind of off, especially like with that, but it is what it is, bruh. It don't even matter. This was posted like end of January and got 72,000 likes. So, and this page got 2 million like followers. So it's about the message mostly. Next, this is an idea that I'm putting into my content strategy and I'm going to be executing on it this week as well. And this is like a doom scroll replacement. So she said 5 videos that rewired my brain. And then she shows like the YouTube video. Clearly she doesn't show the full thing, but like there's an overlay in the background as you see the video. And then she talks a little bit about the video, like her experience with it, not just like, here's what happened in the video. It's like, this is what actually changed for me, right? And you got a bunch of different ones, okay? And I think this is so dope because like, I know not everybody's looking to just scroll. People want a little bit more out of this. So if you can give your audience and your community things that will help them boost themselves up when they're like in a scroll looking for some gems, you're going to put yourself in a good spot because they're looking for that. Be that for your audience. So I think this is dope. This is definitely going into my content strategy. And if you guys want a video on how to structure a content strategy, comment down below because I would love to show you guys, for real. All right, next what we got? Next we got another carousel, like fits. And I just put in a bunch of stuff in here. Which one's this? Oh yeah. This one's like buffering on some weird stuff. All right. So this one's cool. I actually really like this one. So you got your static shot. They took the picture there, right? But then also you have people moving behind. So it's like, it's a really dope, like parallax, like, I don't even know if that's the right word, but it's a really dope, like, effect. Let's call it a parallax effect. I think it's so cool though. Like even that, like taking the bag when you thought that the bag was part of his image, that's so sick. And like if you were considering doing this for your brand, obviously everybody would be wearing whatever your pieces are. But I think this is so freaking creative. This is so dope. And this got 5.3K likes. And all these people have like 10K. I think that's cool though, bro. Yeah. But as you're seeing, the trend is like people are cloning, using backgrounds differently, larger than life objects. This next one is another one right here. This next one is another one right here. That is so redundant, brother. I love when people use like animations, bro. Like this one's cool. He's got a brown fit, so he has like a brown octopus in the background, and like that's cool, you know? Like otherwise, if you take all of this stuff out, like all the creative stuff, then you just have a guy standing next to a brown wall with some brown stuff in the background, and it's not very compelling anymore. It's not as cool. But this right here is like, it adds a lot. Now there's more for your eyes to look at rather than just peeping his fit and you're like, okay, I'm done looking. But now I'm looking at like all the art that's going around, you know, the full thing, the whole background. Smart to do. Pointing to the logo, that ring that he has on is fire. And then he put himself sitting on his own finger. Tough. Yeah. Big head. Stuff in the bag. Big head, but like split this time. Oh, and big bag, huh? And big bag? Yeah. This is cool though. Got posted January 11th, has 18K likes. I think it's cool, but a big thing to take away is like you can definitely do like a big head thing. If you guys want a tutorial, I could show you how to do this type of stuff. But yeah, this is a very dope idea. Where else are we at? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna show you guys this one first because I gotta talk about this Get God in You brand. All right, let's peep this real quick. All right, so this is Papa Yang. All right. And this is like a showcase. So if you're a newer brand and you don't have product, but you have a concept or you have things that you really think are fire that would probably influence what you're gonna do as a brand, you could do something like this. This is some fly stuff I've seen this week. And they're just posting stuff that they saw this week. And this is other people's work. I don't even know if these people get tagged. Oh, they all get tagged. Everybody gets tagged below. That's fire. So it's just stuff. Like it can give you some ideas. It also gives you like the vibe of like, I guess if you're doing it in a brand aspect, this will give people the vibe of what your brand is going to be or going for. Cause like, this is like very much so like streetwear, like exclusive luxury style. That's what I get from this. Definitely like Black Sheep. Yeah, for sure. Black Sheep energy is definitely what I would have thought of too. Like 1 in a million type or not following the crowd. Yeah, that's cool. That is so cool. All right. Last one I'm going to talk about is this Get God in You brand. And this is why I want to talk about it. Because we're going to pay attention to exactly how they're doing what they're doing because this world has changed a lot. All right, this is Get God in You. I thought this was cool, right? So we're looking at these pieces, right? And it looks so simple, right? Very, very simple, very easy. And let me tell you, all of these are AI. And I want to explain to you how I know, because one, I use AI often, bro. And looking at how, hold on, let me get my tools out. Looking at this, yeah, hold on. This, oh, hold on. Dang, it's not gonna do it. But if you look, bro, as she's moving, that little like fold in the hoodie never folds down. I've never worn a hoodie where it stays like that even while as I'm moving. This is just really good AI. We are past the days of AI with like messed up fingers and stuff like that. You can definitely make it look real with just a few extra prompts now. And if you don't have a budget and you're a smaller brand, I highly recommend that you start to use AI to do some of your product like shoots, your videos, like promo stuff, because it's taking over low key. Like I've never seen someone have their hand in their pocket like this. Like, it's just little stuff, but I'm also paying attention to it. Like this too, him having his hand in his pocket like that, and then this fold just not unfolding right there is not realistic to me. But I make clothes the way that I don't know, but I do know that this is AI. Like even this flat lay could be AI, an AI flat lay, because it's dang near perfect. But if you are considering going with AI to do some of this stuff for you, like, and if we're looking at this too, nobody in the comments is saying, oh, this is AI slop. Bro, as a brand, they don't care. Like, if the product is the product, if when they buy it, it shows up looking like this, who cares? Nobody cares. So think about that. And I want to show you actually another post that they did that really proves to me that this is AI. I think it's this one. Yeah. Because, like, this right here. Yeah. I don't know, bro. This one too, because, like, I don't know, bro. They wouldn't do it like that. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm being like hypercritical, which I am. I know. This is AI, bro. Look at how he looks up at the camera. Look. Who does that? Who looks up at the camera all sexy like that? Nobody. He looked like Calvin from House of Pain. But anyways, I'm done trolling. But look at that. Nobody looks up like that, you know? Like, there's no, like, I don't know. This too, nobody stands with their hands like this and just, that's not realistic as like a model. A model might even in that moment be like, how you want this? How you want? Okay, I'm done. I'm being hypercritical, but I love what they're doing. This is so smart. Like, if they aren't using AI, maybe they should save some money. But yeah, that's Get God in You. They have like 100,000 followers. I like their stuff though. Their stuff is cool. They got a whole like mini series here. Like it's cool, bro. I like what they're doing.